Good afternoon, Luxury Asians. It's Jack Cotton here, and it's the weekend. And because it's the weekend, I think it's had me thinking more and more about lobsters. In fact, I can't seem to get them out of my mind. So much so that I actually went to the fish store and bought one just a few moments ago. And I like lobsters for three reasons. Number one, they're fantastic to eat. I like them boiled, baked stuff, and most especially as a lobster Newburg. No work, tastes great. Number two, lobsters remind me of a time in my life when things were simpler. I was a preteen and I was obsessed with becoming a marine biologist. In fact, back then, Jacques Cousteau was my hero. I even named my dog Zoom after his dog. I did a term paper on the North American lobster, a Latin name Homarus americanus, and learned a great deal about them. In fact, you might find it interesting to note that this guy at 1.5 pounds is probably 7 or 8 years old because it takes a lobster 6 years to grow 1 pound. The third most important reason, though, that I like lobsters is that they are the prime players of the numbers game. They remind us how important the numbers game is for us to be successful in real estate, especially luxury real estate. You see, when two lobsters meet from across the murky waters by the rocks at the bottom of the sea, they catch the eye of the other lobster, they look across, their eyes fixate, and they have what's referred to in the rarefied circles of marine biology as a lobster moment. They decide to settle down and raise a family, and being responsible lobsters, many times they'll decide to have, you know what, let's just have 3 children. Well, the way the numbers game works under the sea for lobsters is that for 3 children to survive to adulthood, mama lobster here has to lay 30,000 eggs because the ratio for lobsters surviving in the sea is 1 out of 10,000. Now, can you imagine if that was our ratio in luxury real estate? 10,000 showings to get to 1 listing, 10,000 offers to get to 1 sale. That would be terrible. The good news for us, though, is we can do 2 things. We can increase our numbers, but we can also increase our batting average. There's absolutely nothing that the lobster can do under the sea to increase his or her batting average. The laws of the sea dictate the size of their family. We, however, can do things to increase the number of leads we have, the number of sellers we have, the number of buyers we have. We can also do things that increase our batting averages, like create better systems to create better presentations, pre-listing presentations, listing presentations, buyer presentations. We can become better negotiators. We can become better stages of our listings. These are all the topics I'm going to cover in upcoming blogs as we get together each week on my video blog and through my newsletter. I hope you stay tuned. I want to thank everyone who responded last week about my first blog, and it was about 50-50 divided about whether you liked my microphone a lot. Some of you loved it, others hated it. I do have a lavalier on the way, should have it here in another week or so. And my last question to you today is this. Should I give this guy a second chance, put him back in the ocean, or should I put him in the pot and cook him up for dinner? Can't wait to hear what you think. Thanks so much. See you next time.